Hi. I was doing a meditation and then I thought, okay, well, let me see who else wants to help Gaia through this planet and shift that's happening. That would be greatly appreciated. Anyone that's got the time to help. There's a lot. She's shifting, there's a lot. You'll see when you go into Gaia, you tap into Gaia, the field and everything, the movement and the shifting is a lot of not calm, instability in her energy, in her consciousness, calming. So calming would help her a lot. So I want to see who wants to join, anyone who wants to join helping calm Gaia down and center her energy, send this into her. We'll do that. Let me just see who's on here. Of course, I didn't warn anyone, so there we are. What can you say? I don't know where you do this now. Let me see. Oh, I'm not sure. No. So yeah, I didn't exactly give anyone a heads up ahead of time to come and, where are they? Sorry. Give me a minute, people. The more the merrier that want to help. The better. Don't know who's on. So there we are. Anybody around, please join us to help Gaia, to help her with this, to center, calm her energy, her consciousness, to help calm the energy on the planet. Because it is very much, well, if you tap into her and you sit in Gaia, so you take your consciousness and you put yourself in the center of the planet. And then you put your consciousness in the planet, basically, in her. And you can then feel what she's feeling. And yeah, you can help, well, I did that early on, but you can help then also calm her energies by what we're sending her. And we're sitting in there, we can help calm that, like you do with your visualization. So you visualize the whole thing calming, slowing down and being centered and balanced. So you're to help her center and balance her energies with this pole shift, but magnetic shift that she's undertaking. Because her consciousness also, she has to also, playing a planet, which you say ascend, and realize that she has control over the consciousness. It doesn't have to, go in any way. Nothing has to. Anyway, I made a video about that early on. It came as well. There's a problem with everyone on the planet is here for a reason, or you wouldn't be here. You're at this dimension, at this consciousness level. Planetary-wise, you're here because you've been through many of these, and you expect. I just looked at my comments. Many people expect it to be doom, gloom, annihilation, destruction of the planet. This is going to mass disasters, mass destruction. Oh my goodness. Why? Because they've done it on many other planets, and it's in their consciousness. It's a program or a pattern, a thought pattern that's in their individual soul or source consciousness. Same with this warring. Oh, this or that. It's going to be. They're not realizing, why are you all on the planet? Have you not noticed in other lives you've done the same things, repeated this pattern of war and war and war? So it's got nothing to do with humans. It's got to do with your thought patterns. As a soul, as a consciousness, you have those. And you've played them out on many planets. There's no such thing as good, bad, others, justice. It's held within you. And it'll keep you on a lower dimensions and lower realms until you clear it. Because anyway, that's a whole different ballgame. We're not going into that one. I did a video for those that are ready to make a move up. I did a video, I don't know who, somebody's meant to hear it. So I did a video for them, put it up on YouTube earlier today. For the other people, they're not there yet, and they're not going to, maybe, that's up to them. When they're really on this path, they will get there. They will ascend when they're ready to, their consciousness is risen enough, they'll get it. All right, so this is for Gaia. And do we need it? Anyone else listening, what you're going to do as well is to clear that program if you expect any disasters to happen, annihilation in the planet, anything bad, this is going to happen and that's going to whatever. This is a problem, it's projection. It's within you because you've lived through it in Atlantis and here and there in other planets. So you expect it. Where we are creating, even Gaia, we are creating it ourselves. Everything. She's got her own consciousness, she's creating. So if she's lived enough of these things as well, then, it doesn't have to go that way. Nothing has to end badly. There doesn't have to be any death or any destruction or any calamities at all. But it's in the program, or you wouldn't be here. and you can see it's running, and I had to clear it today because I had that in my program, thinking, well, hang on a second, why do we expect it's going to be cataclysmic disasters? Why? And I thought about that, because if you know what you actually are and that you're creating is everything's holograms, projection, right? Your whole life is all played out and you drop in. Why? Because it's in your program. Maybe through many, many planets, many, whatever. As a soul aspect, as a source aspect, this, when you drop out of source into the game, into the Mayas, you're holding this. It needs to be cleared through your consciousness, your soul aspect, right out, right through all time. And then, you know what I mean? That's it. You're not going to redo it. So you're not going to recreate anything beyond a planet where you're going to have any disaster. And secondly, the more of us do this, it's being projected on poor Gaia. All this energy, because all these people are expecting, I don't know why. It's negative patterns from lower dimensions and, whatever. It's lower consciousness. All these thought patterns, and we're not even aware of them. All right. So there we are. All right, so same with Gaia. She's going to learn that she can transcend, transmute like you do. When you do clearing and healing, you can move things and you can transmute them. You can clear them. You see, like illness, you can remove that. So same with her. She has to realize, same with her energy, she can transmute, she can, it's her chakras. She's got her ascension's part of her that she doesn't, there doesn't have to be any pain, suffering. Same thing, has to learn to, okay, I am in charge of this. I can project. I don't have to, whatever. If I think it's going to go badly, it's going to go badly. But she's able to as well, it's her ascension as well. All right. So I dropped into her today. Not something I normally do unless there's something, that's a big thing that's happening or big shift happening. Anyway, I talked about it a bit in my live on YouTube. Right, so people want to help, anybody there, please join me. That'll be much appreciated. You can do it at home, you can share it, you can do it in your meditation tomorrow, you can tell your friends, you can do it more often. But this to help the planet get through this. All right, this is the main thing of this meditation. So appreciate if anyone wants to join me. Get comfortable, get whatever you want. Thank you. I know, isn't she amazing? I love her. She's beautiful. Well, there's no her. There's no separation. I am her. She is me. I am you. Everything. There's no separation. We're all source. She is me. I'm her. So exactly. We're all one. She's part of us. She's part of me. She's part of you. There we are. And we're all used to taking, but let's give her some help as well. She's gonna, she's carrying all this energy that, just reading the comments, hi. I looked at the comments when I told everyone that, enough of the human collective had chosen peace, so especially those moving up to higher dimensions, those that have reincarnated here after many wars and many planets and many wars, they were supposed to be able to overcome their darkness here. If they still can't, they're going to be staying in the lower dimensions, and fighting again, and warring, whatever they're going to be doing. Well, that's the choice. That's the consciousness. So when they reincarnate, they'll be reincarnating back into the same nonsense. It's just a Maya. It's a hologram anyway. So they're all source, and we all can choose whatever disaster we want to make. Yeah, how to meditate. Online, you'll find it. So many people teach you. Transcendental meditation, zero-pointed meditation. I shared it on my page with a link to everything. So if you go to my YouTube page, you'll find the link in my bio. Go down my YouTube page, go to the video called All the Benefits of Transcendental Meditation. And under the description, I put the links to exactly guided meditation, to how to do this. The music, everything. Okay. So there we are. I did that 2 years ago, I think. All right, people, get your whatever you want to do. I've just got, just something. I felt like it. Don't need it. But it's a rock, has a lot of crystal content to it. Anyway, after this morning's meditation, she was battling a bit. So I just thought we'll help drop in and see how she's doing. Hi from Arizona. Yes. some government somewhere in the world did something that wasn't very clever, and it was causing some problems to her. It's going to be resolved by her. I don't know how it's going to play out for them, though. It's going to be transmuted for her. How it's going to, if it will affect humans or them, I don't know how it's going to work out. It wasn't a very wise thing to do. So some humans on the planet, when I dropped in today, had put a hole, drilled a hole deep down into Earth's core and dropped nuclear waste or nuclear bombs or some nuclear, really toxic, nasty, dangerous nuclear shit. Don't ask me which country, I kind of guess, but a country has made a very deep hole, very deep down into the core of Earth, and dumped a lot of nuclear stuff there. Wow, no foresight, especially into the times we're living through. Lots of Earth shifting and moving and volcanic lava moving around. Ooh, anyway. And this was hurting Gaia. It was causing pain to her, like you as a human would feel, you know, and if someone spilled acid on your skin, it burns. So this was like, she was feeling it like it was burning, like it was a real nasty, acidy burning her. So this nuclear, whatever it is, some country put the nuclear waste, such outdated technology, into basically the core of the Earth. Not foreseeing that the Earth is going to get very busy, serious, moving, all the lava and activities, and yes, it wasn't very wise. I'm sure, and right now they're thinking that was a very bad idea. It was. And it was hurting her, so it was for her to transmute that, like you would clear, because everything's a hologram. It's your consciousness. So it's for Gaia to realize, okay, it's not physical. I can clear it. I can transmute it. I can move that. It's like her shift. It's also for her to realize. So, yes, I did see that was going to be sorted out. Yeah. Wasn't a wise thing to do. I'm sure at the moment they're probably thinking, oh, holy shit, yes. Now, all this nuclear stuff that they've got on the planet, I'm sure they're wishing they didn't have it right here. Not a good idea. We have technology. This nuclear stuff is so old technology. Any nuclear technology, nuclear waste, nuclear power is, so outdated. We have now quantum. We have actually from the ether, free energy you can grab, but this is why, you see, you can't use it for war. So having nuclear technology they wanted it so they could use it for weapons, to make war with their bombs. Now they're going to wish they didn't have bombs and weapons on the planet, I think. Especially with a lot of earth moving and volcano and lava moving around, you're like, no. You're sitting on it's like sitting on firecrackers. I'm sure there's a lot of people in very high places wishing those firecrackers weren't here. They're probably going to try and dip them in space, and that won't work either. That won't go down well. Yeah. So we need to stop making any more nuclear rubbish. It causes a lot of pain to her as well. It's causing her pain. So this is why, also to try and explain to her, it's also her consciousness. It's like us. You believe everything is solid, real. It's not. Anyway, there we are. Okay, so you can do this, and you can do it tomorrow as well. Great. I don't know where you are in your meditation stories, but you're able to move your consciousness and be, because you are Gaia, she is you anyway. There's no separation between you and Gaia. There's not a separate thing or separate being. Consciousness, she's part of source, so are you. It's all one consciousness. There's only one consciousness source, and that applies to all things in creation. They're not separate from you. All right, peoples, so let's get with it. Hi, I don't know who's there, and I'm not going to wait. Okay, let's get with it. Let's help her. So we sit down, get yourself centered. I suppose I'll have to talk you through it because you can't see what I'm doing. But you will also feel it. If you're connected enough, if you're able to do this, you drop into her and you'll know exactly what's going on. You'll feel all those energies in the magnetic, moving, the magnetic field or energies, you'll feel that. It's like us, when you're doing so you do Tai Chi to clear and move energy that's not, to balance and center your energies and things, the same thing. All right. So it's helping her do that, really. Close eyes, do your breathing to get yourself there. I've got mine. Just hold it, and I think of her. Just, it's just a rock. A lot of crystal content, isn't it? Anyway. Okay, people. Get ready. And you're going to tap in. You're going to take your consciousness. You're going to, or it depends where you are, to Gaia. Tap into Gaia. Focus. Put your focus on Gaia. All right. I'm seeing Gaia's, what Kraan calls cave of creation, which is Gaia's heart center, Gaia's energy center. What it is a massive cave, and it's full of quartz crystals. Like, it's a mega quartz crystal thing. Now those seem to represent everything on the planet, you, each, whatever, every record for every carnation, say your cache, the Earth's grid, like you'd have a Akashic record storage. Now that is Earth's record storage, if you want to call Earth's history, Earth's I can't remember what the name of it is anyway. So it's a massive cave. Anyway, she's busy. So we're going to tap into her, and you're going to visualize you're sitting. I don't know if any of you have been there. If you make a shift or big shift or reincarnate, you go there. And it changes as a record of whatever, any big shift you've changed on the planet. It goes, everything's kept in there. You can sit. Now you visualize you sitting in the center of Gaia's cave, meditating. You're sitting meditating. It's very light because she's ascending, so it's lit up. And we're first going to send out love, hold love. So you need to sit there and absolutely visualize and just hold peace and love. And see this as a wave going out. So you are spreading like a flat wave. You're sending this energy out, and it becomes flat, like this calm wave, and it's spreading out from you. So you're causing this field, this smooth, calm field to spread out, energy field out. And what you can visualize is center, to center and balance. So you're holding, it's like you're holding the planet, the core of the planet. You are holding it in center and balance. So you visualize like a target. I've got a drawing of one here actually. It helps. It goes like a straight line this way, straight line that way, and a circle in the middle. So you've got like a cross, perfect cross basically, or kind of, but it's even, all lengths. The top horizontal and the vertical lines are exactly the same proportion. In the center there's a circle, perfect, like a bullseye. And this is what you're doing. So you're going to sit there, and in your mind's eye you've got this perfect center balanced. And there we go. So you're holding absolute center point, balance. So you're centering and balancing the energies completely. At the moment, her energy is off on the left side, which is past, if you think about it. Her energy is not balanced. She's, yeah. So it's to help bring stability and balance back to her. And calm those energies, this harmony that totally, the energy is doing this, just to bring it smooth and calm. So you hold that in yourself and you send that wave out. You visualize her, you're calming her, you see her energy smoothing and calm, becoming still and calm. Like you do your own, if you clear your own energy and you center and make it calm and bring it still when it's up and down all over the show, you are calming that energy and settling it completely. It's like being an anchor point for her. You're helping calm her and to So you be Gaia, it's like being part of Gaia and you're sending that energy out. You want to change something, you've got to become it. And you're calming the energy. You can feel the vibration is like waves, radiation waves that have been hitting her. It vibrates in her. It's vibrating that thing at the bottom that I saw in that other meditation, that mess. Maybe it's a magnetic field, the gravity pole, whatever stuff was holding the planet in that location. It's this is what I saw being shaken and dispersed, and it was causing. So now we just want to. Just sending massive love, and actually filling that heart of hers, that center, energy center of hers, with massive love. It's lighting up and getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Some of it's humans. A lot of those crystals, which represent all humans on the planet, any carnation, every carnation, they're crystals. There's one for each human. And some of them are, holding a lot of dark, dense energy on the planet, on their consciousness, them. Anyway, people don't realize they have an effect on the planet, big time. Because this is part, nothing's separate, everything's connected. And this is why I say it's important to clear this from your consciousness, this doom, gloom, expecting destruction nonsense, and war, justice, hate, divide, any of that rubbish. Because there isn't any. You can visualize Earth. This is Earth's core, right through the center of Earth. Here you are, like the solar plexus, right? You are smack in the middle of Earth, that center balance point. So Earth's middle is your solar plexus, and that energy balance. So you can balance Earth magnetic field energies, keep her in that balance point, absolutely centered and balanced. Definitely that energy at the bottom of the planet is a lot lighter, that magnetic pole, that gravity, whatever, and that mass that keeps Earth wherever it was. And that seems to have got lighter, thank goodness. It seems to be. She will balance all her energy out, and it will be completely balanced again throughout the planet. So it's not one big mass. It will evenly distributed throughout the planet. Like us, energy is not blocked and all over the show. And but some areas and people have much more dense consciousness. Angry, war, fighting nonsense, They're holding much more density on the planet. It's much better, much calmer. But you can feel the earth, the core, the liquid part of the core of the earth. Still liquid, quite dense, not matte. Still moving, but not radically. It's quite calm. Lighting up all the crystals. They need to get all the beings representing all the humans on the planet. Very cold energy under the ocean, somewhere very dark cold, which is almost heavier. So that's like a magnetic pull as well, that dark, that cold, that magnetic, it's like a heavier energy, like a strong, maybe we'll understand then. You see Earth's magnetic field, look at the pole, Antarctica, or whatever, the South Pole. Isn't it interesting that it's freezing cold, covered in ice? And that's the pole. Isn't that interesting? Maybe we'll discover there's a correlation there, that cold, dense energy is what will keep, that's where the weight dominating. So everything will be pulled there, because it's the heaviest. I don't know, I'm not sure. Interesting there, if you do that. So Earth will be, the gravity, whatever we dominate, that darker, that colder energy density will be the weight. It's like an anchor, if you want to see it. Anyway, what you can do that helps Gaia is to drop into her heart center, into her cave, and just sit there. And just sit out there and sit and absolutely radiate in the light. You see there's a light and love, and you send out love. You sit there, so you're meditating and you're holding that space for her. In other words, it's like holding space. You're sitting there and you're holding love and light. And just by your presence and you by holding that energy there, it's like anybody, it holds. It helps. Another thing that helps, if you want to help everything, is to visualize Gaia. Visualize the planet is absolutely perfect. It's very important when you've done your own clearing. If you clear any destructive dooms, gloom, cataclysmic nonsense and war and all that rubbish out your consciousness, because it's within you, and it will stay with you no matter how many lives and planets you go on to until you clear it. You will keep on experiencing that because that is resonant with you. You're expecting disasters, you're going to keep having them in your carnations or cataclysms and war and rubbish. You need to clear it right throughout, all timelines, all lives, all back. Anything that's not incoherent with one consciousness, there's only one. So anything that's not in harmony with absolutely everything, and one, unity, a one. Anything where there's another, there's separation, not a good idea. Right. You can visualize that helps a lot. So we can do that for her. We sit there and we visualize her. You see this as absolutely perfect. That helps her as well. It's like anybody else, you project, you see them, and it actually helps them heal, gets there. So you are setting that projection, and you're seeing her absolutely beautiful, light, clear, pristine. And it helps her then. You project that to her, it helps her then, okay, she can be that. Like anybody, you uplift them like you do with somebody else. Like we're saying, raise the human consciousness. You're helping raise her consciousness. You're helping her then, you're sending a picture of this perfect, whole, balanced, healthy, light, harmonious planet. Like absolutely peace and, that. There we are. So she can be that. And not what everybody else is like, wow. Yeah, I didn't realize we're creating it. Everyone just thinks, it's going to happen. We're going to have a disaster. That will end because whatever, some story, some Bible, some whatever, past life, whatever. It's just because you live through it, Atlantis, you live through this, so you expect it. Because you expect it, and as you are creating everything in your experience, it's only holographic projection, like a play you're putting on, well, you're going to have it. And not only this one, but you'll keep having it until you stop that, until you clear that from your source consciousness. As an aspect, as an atom, as a molecule, as a soul, Maya thing. This is why. Same with Gaia. It doesn't need to happen. Absolutely nothing. But if you believe it and expect it, you're going to have it. And same with her. It's her consciousness. You've got to, no, you don't have to. That's an old pattern. It's an old thought pattern, an old conscious pattern, which doesn't need to be there. It's a choice. All right, so there we are. We can send her, you can visualize her as absolutely perfect, balanced, happy. Yeah. And even if you do it yourself, the more people are seeing, this perfect planet. So you're seeing Gaia, you visualize her meditation, you send her absolutely perfect as source, because you are source. As she really is, this absolutely pristine, spotless, perfect planet. None of this nonsense, because remember, it's all consciousness. It's all an illusion, Maya. So this is her Maya, her consciousness as well. Oh my gosh, this is solid. That's that. Whatever. Nothing. It's her consciousness. As well. So we're helping her by visualizing, by projecting her as this absolutely pristine, tropical, lush, diverse, bright. I mean, you see heaven. You see this like if you could visualize the most beautiful, perfect planet energy, this paradise. That's it. We send that to her. We think of her, and we see her. It's very important that you see her like that. Not she's going to heal, going to get better. She is that. So you're holding, because there is no, everything's in the now, right? So you're holding that vision of her absolutely perfect. With no issue, no problem. As originally, created. Yeah. People will get there. There we are. these are just programs that are held within the collective, and in so many souls. It's by they hold as nonsense in their consciousness, so they carnate into a situation or circle planet Earth, well, that is has all this, because they haven't figured out they need to drop that. It was just it's taken on through the Maya. Clear their consciousness, all this rubbish out, to return to source, to one pure, no division, no nothing, no nonsense, no ugly thoughts, no incoherent frequencies or thoughts, just absolute calm, bliss, love, absolute perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect, as it is. Because there's a perfect version of everything, everyone. Same with you, absolute perfection. The only thing, it's not seeing it as your consciousness. So what you see is what you get, what you believe. So we need to visualize, people, clear those programs and visualize this absolutely magnificent, perfect planet. She's ascended, and there she is, bright, clean, shiny, magnificent. Wow. Paradise. Wow. Yeah. Best planet you've ever seen. Like beautiful, pristine, just amazing. Okay. There we are, people. I'm going to do some others. I'm not at the moment. I was going to, maybe I'll do it. I might do some others down the line soon, whenever I'm called to do it. On this, I've shared bits and pieces. I've shared some on my Facebook as well about humanity's backward programs that are keeping them limited. Like there's no need, as Dolores said, it's true. You shouldn't be dying, aging. You won't age. You shouldn't age. Age, die, illness, sickness, absolutely nonsense. It's your consciousness, and it's a belief and program. And a lower consciousness, we believed, oh, we are solid. Everything is matter. The big problem. And now science is also telling you, no, you're not. Nothing is. And I'm just an atom. I'm energy, right? So logically, think about it. We took on these things. Oh, I can get sick out of this. It's just programs, beliefs. So we know energy. How can energy age? If all you are is energy, there's nothing inside those molecules and atoms. Just your perception. And you're creating all, if you remember, holographic universe, you projection, creation, illusion, Maya, whatever. So the only thing that's keeping you from dying and getting old and sickness is you believe it. Because you are source, you can create in you whatever. So if you believe I'm going to age, well, there we are. I'm solid, I'm a body, I can get sick, I die, all that nonsense, then you will be. Same with having a solid body. No, you don't. And you will stay in a physical body, and dense body, if you keep seeing it as a dense, heavy physical body. It's not going to change, because you're creating your own reality anyway. But that comes with consciousness. So energy cannot get sick. Think about it. And energy cannot be destroyed. How can energy age? You are only energy. So many cells may project it in a form. To you it looks real. For your human perception, your perceptive things you're using in this game, it looks like, yes. So if you keep running that program, you're going to get sick and old. Energy, logically, someone tell me, how can energy age? I'd love to know this one. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Logically, just even the logic side. It's just we've got our old beliefs, old rubbish programs that we took on with lower consciousness. Energy cannot age, right? So, no, there's no age in dying yet. But you'd want to if you're in a lower consciousness and lower realms. Why? Because you haven't figured out you're creating misery and you're suffering. This is why you lived shorter. It's clever. You created it that way because if you're in a lower density and all this fighting and war and anxiety and problems and you're creating all this that wasn't pleasant, so you didn't want to, keep at it for a long time. So you had a shorter human experience because it wasn't a pleasant normally experience because you created all that rubbish. But now you understand, okay, science tells you there is only energy. Nothing is solid. Everything is energy which is vibrating. And that energy is conscious. All is conscious. All is source. So Everything, this tree is appearing for you. The bottle is you, this, that. Everything is you, not separate, identical to you. It's energy, it's conscious. Energy cannot age. You will keep aging and dying. It's because you have to reprogram the mind, the belief, and the consciousness once it gets in. That I am solid, I am a body, I'm flesh, I'm this, I'm that. Well, there we are. And you're going to stay that. But logically, how can energy age? How can energy catch a virus? I don't want to know. How can energy get a disease? No, it can't. What diseases are, which we figured out now, is energy, which has accumulated, unbalanced, which has been taken on, and then it just accumulates into a mess. Such density, a big solid mass. And that's what they end up calling cancer and illness and disease. But everything is energy. And when it also becomes unbalanced, it's all a very normally overactive mind. So there's no energy. It's your belief. You still think I'm flesh. I can get an illness because, there's a program we've grown up since kids. So I can get sick. I can catch something. I laughed at myself the other day. I'm thinking, yeah, right, sure. How can I catch a flu? How can I catch a virus if I'm energy? How can energy be affected by a virus? Come on, people. No, it can't, actually. So that's a belief and program which is so ingrained in your consciousness, in your subconscious, and whatever you want to call it, right? Conscious mind, whatever. So there we are. Dr. Joe Dispenza is proving to people, right? Practice. You train, because it's like anything. You got to believe it. It's going to test you. So your consciousness, okay, yeah, I believe it. But then you're not. So you're going to keep at it, like for 30 days. Use. Same with aging. Same with illness. Same with disease. Just logically, I'm like thinking, okay, this is a bit dumb now. Now science is showing us the other way around. It's pure energy, right? So how can energy get sick? Can't be destroyed. It can't die. Yes, all right. It's because you're still seeing through the human perception, which is, in the mind you're designed to see. So it looks like, okay, so otherwise it wouldn't be much fun, because then you'd realize, okay, this is just your consciousness. These things are disappearing as your consciousness, as source thinks about it. Boop, they pop up. Turn around, you see something different. When you close, whatever. So it's like you are creating the movie as you go. So I laughed when I realized this. Hang on, how can I get sick? No, I can't actually. Now I know that I'm only energy. This is not solid matter. It's a holographic projection. My consciousness is projecting it. My cells and I, we are happy now, because now we realize we're only energy. We are pure energy. So if we are only pure energy, limitations are removed. See? I'm not also this body. So there's many, anyway, that's another whole video, but I'm not doing it now. I was laughing. So yeah, this will come as people realize. Then, so we'll learn then to bilocate, to change our shape, to be able to drop into, because now you realize, like, people tap into, this is, they don't understand, like you're tapping into someone, I'm remote viewing something, right? Why? You are connecting with that consciousness. You know how you can do that? Because you are source. That energy is identical to you. It is you. There's no separation. It's, you believe that, okay, there's a Gaia, there's a me, there's a this, there's that, right? It's not me. She's me. So this is why it's separate. You've got to go to that, drop into that. But if you stop realizing, okay, she is me, I am her, you will then become that being. It'll be a bit scary first time you do it. You drop into the person, you think you're going to be stuck there. You're like, no, I'm not. I don't want to be stuck playing them. Temporary, when you meditate, you drop into what you think are past, present lives. Why? How can you do that? Because you're source. They are all you. Everything is you. So then you're able to drop into somebody and think and feel what they think and feel. So you know how they're feeling, how they're thinking. You know what I mean? Because you're them. That's the only reason why. Anyway, we'll get there. We just got to stop seeing it as me. They are me. Everything is the same energy as you. Massive people that have it there will realize how much freedom, how much you're going to, your abilities to do anything will change. And it's just practice, and it's not something, it wasn't what I'm driven to do here. I'm driven to share the message, to get the people. I'm driven to share, to guide, not to be I'm not out there to try and play, oh, let me see how many, whatever. Not yet, anyway. But definitely this I did the other day a bit of it. I'll go through it when it's time, if I feel like it, if I'm called to share this. But to bilocate, to teleport yourself, physical body. You see, the problem is with me, if I don't share it, normally the same day I forget. I forget what comes through to me, what's shown to me. And I've done it before. So I said in meditation, how you actually do this. First of all, you've got to get that program out of your mind that I am a physical body. I am matter. Then you're stuck. If you're not going to work on removing that repetitive program, 30 days, you're going to reprogram the mind, I am matter. You're wasting your time then if you can't. Secondly, to reprogram your mind that you all know there's source. I'm source, higher self, all the higher self, all source. Right, so we all source. So how can you be anything else but source? You're right. So everything is source. I am source there. So it means we all one, as the photon experiment shows. Take the photon, move it there, do something to it, that one feels it. Right. Everything is. So if you then realize the wall is me, it won't be so much of a block for you to be able to move through the wall. The chair is me. My consciousness is one. They're not separate. I am source. So I can choose to take my consciousness now and put it into the wall, or drop it into Gaia for a minute, or be that person for a minute. Shift my consciousness to, because I'm source, to anything I want to. And if my energy all energy is the same as everything around me, it's just, as science will tell you, it's vibrating at a different vibration. So I can then sit here and I realize the wall is me, or the tree is me, right? And I'm going to attune myself to that tree without the program that I am a being and that is a tree. Walls will be moved for those that are, keen to. Well, humanity will go there. We're all going to go there. Put it that way anyway. Everyone, as they grow up in consciousness, will get these things, and their abilities will shift. And as their consciousness shifts, they won't be limited like we were, playing in a little box. And I'm a human, and nothing, and you can bilocate. Nothing's keeping you from anything. If you understand, if you work from source, your consciousness, if you work from the aspect of your consciousness, I am source. Not my higher self, the soul, I am source. All is source, all is me, everything, all that is. There is nothing but you. That is a very simple thing. You need to get that through your consciousness. There is nothing but you. Everything is source. It is you, just in a different, you're predicting in a different form. It's playing a role for you. It's putting up the show. There. So be grateful for. Anyway, I don't feel like going off on that road now. Another time. But it is funny because I did see some things. I can't remember. But for those, I know people that are really keen to want to be able to do this. It's just, that's it. That little atom is playing something for you. Well, it's actually you anyway. But it's now playing a tree in your experience. Well, it's all being projected by your consciousness. Oh, there's a tree because I'm now playing, I'm on a planet this and I'm walking. That's why when you're astral, how can you end up on another planet? You can feel, smell it, be there. People haven't got this, the astral projector and their remote view, and they go to, or drop in or tap into other beings. How come you can do that? How come you can smell things? You can be there. Why? No one's thought about that. You see, it's just a program. Old programs are still running. I'm human. I'm a solid body. I'm a being. That's me. They have a that, and all this rubbish. All separation. The more you can do away with the separation, the more your abilities. You're not limiting yourself. you're taking your consciousness, even though all is all, and you stop seeing, you stop focusing, you stop seeing that you're a body, stop visualizing this body. When you walk in your third eye, don't visualize a form, visualize it as clear, as transparent. You'll feel the difference, just your energy is not boxed. Visualize yourself now without a body. Close your eyes and visualize no body. It's just energy. You can sort of feel a form, but it's more of energy. And just feel how your body goes, not your body, but your energy relaxes, because now you're giving it more space. It isn't squashed into it. This little thing, I'm a little body. And your energy is so compressed into this teeny weeny space, because you visualize, you're like, okay, no, I'm this. And that's what you are. So you're not going to be able to do much as a little thing. But get rid of the body, please, people. All right. Love you lots. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I don't know what you're even asking me for, what we do at night. I'm not sure. You should never ask. Okay. You are source. Anything and everything you want to know, ask if you want to call a higher self. You are your own guide, your own guru. Me and everybody else, you are putting me here. That's all. You are projecting me as a message to yourself. So I'm just playing your higher self. I'm playing whatever. It's you. You are doing this. You have sent me to give you a message. That's all. It's you projecting, this. I'm just a projection, so you've projected me to give you this message. Go within. Nothing needs ever to be asked from outside. You don't need to ask anyone anything. Ask. Please show me tomorrow what I need to do. Please show me tomorrow how to meditate. Please do this. Please clear. Let me remove that. I want to release this. Everything. Set your intention the night before. Very clearly, very clearly what you want. But mean it. And you'll get it. There's no more higher than you. Nothing needs to be asked outside. Nothing. Whatever you want, ask. Sit there with an intention and do it. And put your focus. If all your intention and focus is on it, bingo, you'll get it. But if you're like, a little bit here, a little bit there, how much focus and energy, if you really want something, put it on. You'll get it. All right. And keep at it. You'll get it. When you meant it to. Yeah. You never need to. I never. Some people use the guides. I seldom. I mean, it's very much of you are. You create those anyway. It's like you're creating them to help you. So you use them sometimes to help you or with clearing just as you're going up. But you're just doing them. You're putting them there. Same with me. Everything in your experience, you are putting there. It's planned. You created this play. Right? Think of it is a play. Dolores Cannon tells you the same thing. When you transition, you'll be like, oh, hell, everyone was just playing a part. This is why there's no judgment, there's no hate, there's no justice to be done to who. Everybody is playing a part here, doing you a favor, all is source. So, in your dream, the planet plays a part, the man in the bus plays a part, everyone is reflecting something to you. So if you realize everything's a mirror and a reflection, what are they trying to show me? And it's patterns, thoughts, beliefs, and consciousness you need to clear. You see? This is why this idea of punishment, hate, war, this, that, others, does not work. And you're not going to transcend the physical or lower realms, because you're going to keep connecting into physical realms as you believe if you keep doing this. Because there isn't any. Everybody is here. You are projecting them in your play, and they are playing a role to help you clear that, so you can get back that belief, nonsense, negativity, hate, judgment, fear, whatever rubbish you've got to work out. That you had took on all the Mayas as a soul aspect. All these love, you have patterns of behavior, patterns of thought. This is what they are there to show you. So when people say, them, same with this, the war on the planet. Just my video about peace. Oh my gosh, reading some of the comments, I was like, ooh, some people have no clue. that this everything's a projection, as a mirror. So when they comment, I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Ooh, shame. When I read their comments, I'm like, hell, if they only knew what they're doing, they're a mirror, they're just projecting. And I'm like, wow, that's not a good projection. Oops. Or you can see, they're in the Maya, completely in the Maya, not conscious whatsoever. But that's it. It doesn't matter. I know they're all source. They're not stuck. No one needs your rescue. Nobody here needs your rescue. Nobody's stuck. No one's trapped. No one's hurt. Everybody is source. They're all choosing individual games and plays, and everyone's playing their projection and their role for them, reflecting, okay, you need to get over your whatever, this, that. And that's what they're doing. And if you don't learn, you see it keeps repeating in your life. Ooh. Until you, okay. So if you understand now, life will be so easy. Everything. And same with humanity. It's so simple. What's happening now on the planet is a reflection. As a collective consciousness, we all got this shit in us, it wouldn't be happening. Do we want to do this like the 1980s, as Margaret Thatcher tried to do the poll tax thing? The governments are trying to attempt the same sort of thing again, the way they're doing it. And it's for us to realize that didn't work too well, right? Everything comes up for a reason. Okay. It's a lesson, even collectively. And these are on the collective scale. It's like, oh, okay, so we didn't do something. So it's showing us again, we didn't do something right last time. Let's see. So we don't repeat the mistake, or it just keeps happening. You see. So understand, everything out there is that. Everything, being, person, environment is that. And it's got to show you something. I learned today was like, oh, okay, yes, this doom gloom nonsense. We're expecting it because everyone tells us, and the media and movies and whatever. Oh no, there's going to be that because that's going to happen. If that happens, there's going to be cataclysms and then also, I suppose, as you say, Atlantis, and living through these things and many other. So we just expected, but no, it's actually nonsense. And we will keep experiencing it and carnating into those realms we will, until we clear that. So I'm like, no, we don't have to have any cataclysms here, or because we are creating our reality. So do we want to? No, we don't want to keep that in our consciousness. Okay, let's get rid of that program so we don't have to play that one. And again, thank you very much. That's good. Let's get rid of this, war nonsense as well, and justice nonsense, because who's going to be, who are you going to give justice to? When you wake up, it's like, oh shit, sorry. Okay, yeah, they were just playing a role for you. They're all souls. They're holographics. They're all, you projecting them, putting them there. So there's no one to punish, no one to blame, no one to hate, no one to judge, except yourself. And you will keep having the same experience until you learn that. You're going to keep repeating that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You see. All right, lovely people. I'm going now. I'm going to make some tea. Love you lots, and thank you very much. And do that. It'll really help yourselves and Gaia to project a vision of this absolutely divine, pristine planet. Beautiful. See her. It helps her hold the vision of Gaia in her, like she is, unspoiled, perfect creation. Absolutely pristine, untouched, magnificent, beautiful planet. That'll help her a lot. All right. And no more other things. Like me, I realized today, no, there doesn't have to be any doom and gloom and destruction of the planet. Why would I think that when I realize I'm creating my own reality? I thought, ooh, shit. Why am I expecting that? Why? It's because it's been fed to us. It's in the collective. It's on the news and the media and everyone's version of destruction and doom and gloom and oh, did you read the Bible? Oh, that's not going to happen. There's going to be destruction. And oh, a comet's going to hit us. And oh, the earth is flat. And oh my gosh. I said, and I realized, yes, now, let me think. Let me recheck in here. I remember, like you're learning yourselves, when you heal and clear something, you see in your reality is changing. The people are leaving as you shift up. Right, so you're creating and when you release something, how your exterior changes, your life. Yes, exactly. So I thought, if I don't release this, it's going to stay in my experience, right? So your exterior won't change either, because you're expecting it. So okay, right, well, you see. So I thought, I don't think I want to expect any, or project any cataclysmic unpleasant nastiness is in my life. No, I don't think so. So let's clear that. This is carried through from maybe more than one, anyway, as I say. So once you're dropped into being a being from source, playing with soul from this whole aspect, you've accumulated all this crap in your consciousness. And it's, what are you doing? What are we doing? We're putting it into the field. We're actually adding to the problem. So if I want to help humanity and help anybody, is to manifest this absolute perfect God. So I have to visualize everything is absolutely perfect, whole, done, divine, to manifest heaven on earth. Because we're the ones who manifest it, remember? It's not going to happen like anything else. Humanity. So the best thing I can do is help do that. So I don't want to hold any frequencies or vibrations or thoughts that are not in harmony with all creation. Absolute balance. So you want to be in harmony with everything right throughout creation, because that's what source is. So you're holding that frequency of absolute harmony with everything in existence, in peace, and you're seeing, and there we are. Because I don't want to add to other nonsense to the planet that's not helping anybody or humanity. Or, it's not something I want to experience in this life or many other lives, or even come back and do this physical nonsense and play these, no thanks. I think I'll not do that. All right, lovely. Yeah, sacred, exactly. Sacred earth. So yeah, you need to worry about yourself. Everybody's playing a role for you. All right. How high you choose to ascend, go back to oneness, be the Buddha mind, whatever you want to get, fifth dimension, sixth dimension, whatever you want to play. There we are. Depends on how high you want to go. What if you want to go back to, you can absolutely do it. Nothing is stopping anybody now. You can go to the highest level of consciousness now. Past all realms and dimensions. You can achieve that if you really want it. Okay, you can achieve oneness with all creation, with God. Be one, be source, be the divine. Project, consciousness in the physical projection. You can do it. And that'll help. The more people that do that, actually, the more people get into that coherent oneness with source, heaven and earth is on. It's over. This is manifest. It'll manifest. All right, same with this. Happy planet, peaceful Gaia, no more destruction, doom and gloom rubbish. Good night, people. Love you lots. Thank you for helping if you did. Have a wonderful morning.